What's up, ball sniffers? I believe this is episode 54. This one was with Scott Myres. He is the owner and cook at Farm to Fork, which is a food truck in Lubbock, Texas. Yeah, man, I really suggest you guys go check them out, support your local business. We kind of just talked about that and just life and just chilled and drank a few beers and smoked some cigarettes, man. I really enjoyed it. He's a good friend. It was good to catch up with him, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a really good one. Thanks. 3, 2, 1. What is up, man?
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for coming on.
Man, it's been a wild year, dude.
It has been nuts.
I'm glad you started this up. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to say it was a good time to start, but
hey, man,
it was an
podcasts,
opportunity.
Yeah, just the one-on-one. It's a good time for things like that, producing and putting stuff online. I always try and tell some musicians around me, record your stuff, man. Put it online right now. That's where the money's at, or that's where you can still make some friends.
Yeah, any creator, it's an opportunity right now, man.
Yeah, exactly. The live stuff is becoming a little bit more difficult to really maintain. So,
how long do you think till live gets back where it was?
Man, you know what? I heard shit might even hit the fan in October, in the future.
In the cold.
So, yeah, we might even, still have some more trouble ahead. But I really hope that, by the end of summer, we're, back at it. But, that's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, you only hope for the best, right?
Yeah. After 3 months of, since February, honestly, it's just been, always kind of downhill, but it's looking up for a lot of other businesses and stuff too. So, food trucking and stuff like that.
All right, we're gonna get into it already, man.
I might as well.
I'll be you're my friend. We've been friends for a couple years, and we talk when we see each other. But I seen you were doing the food truck, so I was like, man, let's talk about that. Man.
For sure. Yeah.
So how's that going? You wanna?
Yeah, it's been pretty fantastic. As far as people are still willing to do the to-go concept with a lot of restaurants and stuff like that. So food trucking really just holds that ideal. You're in, you're out. You're on your way to work. You do what you do. So food trucking, I think, has still been a good deal, and I think a lot of other food trucks around town have been doing a fantastic job of marketing themselves. And really gathering a crowd here in Lubbock, especially. So,
yeah, it seems I guess cheaper than having a fucking big ass building. Rent.
You want a brick and mortar. It is a little bit cheaper. There's some stipulations here in Texas that are pretty tough to maintain. So you have to have a center point location. You still have to have a kitchen. You still have to have a lot of these things that restaurants have in order to run your business. But it is a little bit cheaper than running a full brick and mortar. There's a lot of good places downtown, stuff like that, Lubbock, that are fantastic. You can just pick it up real quick, lease it out, maybe get something going with your restaurant or something. So Lubbock's a good place to grow for restaurant businesses, especially I want to say mom and pop shops here in Lubbock. There are so many of them that it's just, I think it's
there's a shitload of them.
Yeah, it's I
hope they survive. I really do.
Me too, especially during this time. I think a lot of them are actually utilizing online really well right now. They're trying to get their, to go and their delivery service up and running. So a lot of people are doing really well with that. And,
I kind of think that's, I could be wrong, but I kind of think that's I guess the future. I really do. I don't see us. I mentioned it to my other guy I did a podcast with, curbside pickup and deliveries, the convenience and
for sure.
I'm not saying I'm scared to go out, but I'm I'm a little wary, and I'm I've gotten lazy, to be honest. So
I'm a little lazy too.
The delivery, it's fuck it, dude.
I just now started working out inside, and now I'm but I'm still ordering, to go maybe. I have been trying to cook a lot more. Groceries have been, grocery stores have been open this entire time. So it's been a good chance for me to hit up the grocery store almost every day and kind of look around, see what I like. I really don't try and stay in there for very long, you know, because I get anxiety pretty bad. I'm like, all right, got to get what I get and get out of here because it's kind of scary.
I haven't been there since the new like the mask thing, but whenever I went, nobody was wearing masks. Nobody was following the.
It does seem like that, yeah. A lot of people are like, walking back and forth down the lanes, even though it's like one way lanes and stuff.
Like that idea, it seems pretty ideal. Like,
yeah,
how this has brought to light a lot of, I think, nasty habits we had as Americans.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and you really can't just be like too judgmental or like too harsh on people because. Honestly, man, it's been a long time. It's been like I said, since February or something, you know. And it's, I'll go to the store and I'll forget my mask.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that. I'm saying like people getting right here in my face, like dog. Even if this wasn't a pandemic,
standing in the lanes, just staring at stuff. I'm like, all right, get it and go, man. I gotta go.
I think I really do think we're, I don't know, weeding out or what, but like fast. You got your list, you pick it up, boom, go, let's go. Like, faster pace. So I kind of like it.
I do. Yeah. There's definitely a good time to prioritize what you're gonna do for the day. Because you don't want to go out and just be like, oh, I'm kind of wandering now, and I'm afraid of things going on around me. So anxiety, is a big deal in our culture. I think we kind of breed ourselves to anxiety on a lot of deals. But you know what? Like taking control and like I said, prioritizing and like running this food truck and stuff has taught me so much about like management styles and stuff like that, and trying to stay organized.
So for those of them that don't know, what's it called?
Farm to Fork, and it's Farm to Fork of Lubbock online on Facebook, and
it's all you.
It's me and my pops, so it's family owned. We went halvesies on it, thank God. I got some good I want to say blessings, recently.
Dude, I'm interested in all of it, so I want to start from the beginning. Like, where'd you get the trailer? Like, did you build it?
No. All right, so this was actually owned by Chef Tony, I believe, and then it was owned by another gentleman named Rich, and they were, in business together, and I guess like to them, maybe the market wasn't working out like as well as they wanted it to, so they kind of sold off a brick and mortar and the truck. So they were having some issues and stuff like that, so we ended up being able to kind of find it through actually my brother as well. My brother Corey had kind of spoken to Rich, I believe, at like some, meetings and stuff like that, some business meetings that he would have with city owners and stuff like that around town. So we got in pretty good. Like I guess it was like right place, right time for a lot of people to be talking together, and we kind of just jumped on it.
How long ago?
This was back in February, March. So it was like right when all this stuff went down, and I was working at Flipper's Tavern, of course. And
shout out to Flips.
Shout out to Flips, yeah, because I still eat there like every week, man. At least once a week. Yeah, I definitely try to be. Yeah, I definitely try to be.
So your plan to move to the food truck, it wasn't because of COVID, or was it? You already ended up. It just worked out.
Yeah, that initial deal where I was like, all right, I just got to do the food truck. That's like. That was basically when I believe like a lot of these restaurants just started cutting hours or like having to close down.
Especially
all this
like
stuff. So.
Something like Flips, that's like a bar too, right?
Yeah. So they had I guess like they still did really well with their to-go and their online ordering and stuff like that. So that was really inspiring, I think, for a Lubbock-owned restaurant. And a lot of people started doing that as well.
I always like to flex this, but they're I don't know what that passed. I don't know what the hell that is. An airplane?
I think it's a drone.
Shoot that fucking thing in. Sorry.
But yeah.
I always like to flex this, but I don't know if it's just their hot dogs. You get them from Jackson Bros.
Yeah.
That's my grandpa's place.
Oh, really?
Post, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
right,
I always
cool.
like. I didn't know that until I went and ate there, and I was like, oh shit.
Awesome. And Post, oh my gosh, they have so much going on in Post. I want to say Jackson Bros, Prairie Farms. There's all these like cool.
Shout out to Post. I love Post.
Yeah, shout out to Post, man. They got some really cool things going on over there. But you really got to like search for these things. Like when you become an owner of a restaurant or anything like that, you got to really talk to people and ask questions, because my God, it's been so tough since COVID hit to even get in with any of the major providers like U.S. Foods or Cisco or Benny Keith or something like that. So there's always been like this kind of crazy deal with as soon as restaurants shut down, they're like, we're limiting supply. We're not gonna, dish out too much. So they didn't. I kind of understand, but it's also a little scary sometimes. Like getting into stuff right whenever a pandemic hits.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So oh my gosh, I'm trying to bust ass, trying to work, as much as I can. We're working catering and events. So I'm not really doing too many pop-ups, I'm not just trying to saturate the market or anything like that. There's a lot of good food trucks out there. They hit up spots, every day of the week. So shout out to them, they're working hard, man, and it's hot outside.
So you get the trailer. I don't know if that's the right word. What's your next move after your trailer? So when you got it, it was already had the kitchen.
It was already decked out, yeah. So basically what I did is I went in there and cleaned the crap out of it, which, it was pretty clean already, I do want to say. But I did feel like, I wanted it to be spotless, like brand new, turned over. And so we really went in and did a lot of work. We made sure a lot of things were actually working right. We had to actually go in and kind of mess around with a couple of things, the plumbing and the electricity, just a little bit, just to kind of, we're still going to try and like deck it out with some LEDs or something like that. We got to figure out a way to save energy. We got to, make it work for us too. So it's been really interesting to kind of learn about the truck.
Is it a generator?
Yes, yeah. So we're using a Cummins silent generator. It's been pretty awesome. Runs off of propane. All of it's propane, so we're dealing with that. And you really want to be careful with propane, obviously. But like, man, it's kind of a bitch to take care of sometimes. It's really fun, you gotta.
Yeah, you said the boring things about this. I'm interested in all that, man. I like the ins and outs and the nuts and bolts
of dragging 120-pound canisters up a ladder and stuff like that. You got. We had refrigerators we had to work on, and drag some. We drug a freezer up into the trailer and stuff like that, and really tried to get it like to where everything was in reach. It's a pretty big trailer, so I was kind of running back and forth, sweating my face off, trying to make sure everything was perfect.
At least you weren't doing that in like now when it's fucking 100 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did start out a little late, around April, I want to say.
Oh, it was getting warm right then and there. Huh?
Yeah, it was getting pretty warm, but man, we did have some beautiful days. And I do want to say the thing about a food truck that has really impressed me is, you're driving around to different locations. So you might be on a lake, selling food. You might be at a concert selling food. You might be at a race car track selling food, something. We actually did a rodeo in Levelland. That was pretty fun.
Nice.
Did like a junk sale, garage sale in Shallow Water, and it was like the entire city of Shallow Water. Man, shout out to them too. They have like some pretty cool neighborly moods over there.
Yeah, that's what I like about small towns, especially around here.
Everybody knows each other, I guess.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, they're all wanting to try new foods and stuff, and they have like 2 restaurants over there, maybe 3. So when those shut down, man, and a food truck comes out, they're at it. They're at it pretty quick. So that's been pretty fun. A lot of these food trucks, though, man, I really like it. They go around. They go to Slayton. They go to
I didn't know that.
Muleshoe. They go to Shallow Water and Levelland. All these places right here, and. And I've even thought about like other things, like wanting to get out of the state, man. But like
that seems a little bit more difficult. Huh?
Yeah, you got to really, really work at that. So it'll be fun though, like just to maybe build up to certain goals on that list,
So you're with your dad. Is he a cook as well?
So my dad's just taking care of the customers and stuff. He's and
taking like orders and shit.
He does cook though. He's pretty good, but I really just try and take care of all that myself,
So what kind of food do you make?
I've been trying to stick to some bare bone basic kind of deals. I do have this pretty cool guy who's been hooking me up with some veggies and stuff like that, so it's homegrown, you know. It's really nice. But I've been sticking to like a hamburger, a sandwich, and some tacos. So I'll try and dress those up as best I can with maybe some pickled red wine onions on a burger, or bacon avocado Swiss on a chicken sandwich. I've done basil pesto chicken paninis. Tacos, I've done chipotle chicken tacos with cream cheese and green chili and all this fun stuff. But I really want to dive in and get into like more of a, you know, gourmet style. Like they really had it pretty set up before I came in, but we didn't get any of the recipes or anything like that. So I'm trying to actually start out on my own terms and make some of these fun things. So in the future, you know, I'm going to really try for some dressed up enchiladas and some pretty awesome like barbacoa and all this cool stuff. Meat prices went up, so we're really working on, cutting down on that. We've had fish tacos. We might bring in some shrimp later, stuff like that. So we just try and switch it up, though, every week, actually. I've done pulled pork banh mi's. I've been doing a lot of pulled pork, actually, lately, cooking it myself. So that's been really fun. You know, trying to learn how to do that. Brisket didn't go up. I want to say almost $40. It's like twice the price now for briskets. But, you know, they had some July 4th sales and stuff.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't know. I didn't think about that. My dad had mentioned about yeah, you could. What was I saying? Oh, a brisket that was like on sale in La Misa. It's like,
oh, nice.
But I didn't think about that. I forgot it's fucking 4th of July, so never mind. I don't know if that was a one-time deal.
That's the thing. Yeah, you gotta look, man. You gotta look for like some of these providers. I heard.
Yeah, a lot of those smaller towns, dude, they have like those local places. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
Farmers markets have been pretty interesting too. I want to really check out Wolford's Farmers Market. I served there last weekend.
Really?
Actually, on July 4th. Yeah. Last Saturday. We served the Wolford's Farmers Market. That was really fun because it was like a fair, you know, and everybody had masks on. Everybody was doing really well, you know. But it was pretty awesome, pretty packed, you know. Lots of cool things going on. That's crazy you mentioned that
because we do a job right there between Lubbock and Wolford, and I just seen the sign that said Wolford's Farmers Market. I was just paying attention to that last week. I'm like, oh, I wonder how that is.
Oh man, they have. What was really cool is like I kind of knew a lot of people there. Tyler Hardy was playing some music there.
Nice.
We had Tierra Planteras, I believe. That's what it was called, but it's coffee. They're there. We might try and do something with them. We don't really serve breakfast, so coffee's not really a thing for us right now. But there's some amazing people, some awesome snow cone shops there. Nana's Sweet Treats and Meats or something like that. I believe it was an awesome little restaurant.
Like you said, you just got to go looking for it.
Yeah. Brio's food truck has been really cool. They kind of...
my mom does that all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've been pairing up really well with some dessert trucks, though. I really don't try and like do too many desserts or anything like that because they'll bring out another truck and we'll just, you know, share the wealth, you know. I'll have all the salty stuff and they can have the sweet stuff. There you go. And everybody's happy. You know?
Seems like a good combo.
Yeah. So getting in good with these guys has been really fun. We've got some weddings planned for the future, which, you know, that's kind of scary to me. I'm not married, so it's like, all right, what do I serve at a wedding? You know, like
imagine just a lot of food. You just gotta have a lot. Probably they probably don't give a fuck what it is. Maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah. Just donate a whole bunch of wine and
a lot of that's on like word to mouth, just talking to people.
Definitely. It's been pretty interesting how I've been getting hit up because I really don't know how a lot of people do find out, but I'm very happy that they do because I'll be just kind of working on a pop-up or something like that, and I'll have somebody call me like, oh hey, I maybe saw y'all down the street here, can you do something for me next week or something like that. So it's been pretty interesting how like people just
Do you have an
see
Instagram?
it and follow out. Yes. So
Okay, that's what I think where I seen it.
there is a Farm to Fork Gastro Instagram, and that is the old Instagram for these other folks. So ours is Farm to Fork LBK. So I kind of had to start over on a lot of things just to get on my feet with the whole online situation. So we're still working on online ordering and stuff like that. I really want to get a lot of this stuff down and make sure everybody has the ease of ordering through me, as well as like making it cheap, you know, making it effective, making it to where people can get a lot of food and really just kind of
You don't do
not
delivery
have to
right now?
worry too much. No, we haven't done.
But you're
We've been
working
doing
towards it?
catering, delivering. Yeah,
Okay.
like I'll cater out to people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, as long as it's, you know, some decent sized orders. I've been catering to some cardio labs and some. I really want to do more hospital work though. We wanted to donate some stuff to them because they're, you know, working hard, but you know, I haven't actually reached out too much to them. They reached out to me, I want to say in April, but we just never stayed in contact after that because everything kind of shut down and nobody was helping anybody, it seemed, at that point. So I'm going to reach back out to a lot of them, but they have been hitting me up over there on the west side of Covenant and stuff like that. They'll hit me up and we'll cater out to them, you know, 40 plates, you know, something like that. Not too bad. So it's been pretty fun though.
Seems like a something crazy like to get into. Not crazy. What's the word I'm looking for? Just it doesn't seem. I don't know. It doesn't seem.
Well,
I don't know what the word is, but
the
it just like
craziest part about it
just a
has
lot of
been
it.
trying to make menu items, and I love feedback. I want a lot of feedback, so I just want everybody to know, like, man, y'all hit me up with whatever recipes y'all got, man. What would y'all like to see on a food truck? You know, like that's kind of important to understand, because you've got the California food trucks, you know, that want to do avocado everything, maybe, you know, or something like that, or
fuck avocado though.
I love it too, man. I
Yeah.
love it too. But
Yeah.
you know, and then you have West Texas food trucks. You know, they got barbecue for days. You know, fried foods, chicken strips, stuff like
That's
that.
what I would
You know,
think of if you were to tell me. Think of something
yeah,
here. A lot of Tex-Mex or some shit like that.
definitely, and that's fun too. But you know, it's just interesting to see like what people really enjoy. Like I've heard there was a shrimp gumbo on the truck before I joined in on it, and everybody was just buying it by the bucket full. You know, that's like some southern dish right there, Louisiana.
Yeah, it's
Georgia.
like that way though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some east southern stuff. So that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of people here in Texas really enjoyed it. So we used to have gumbo at Flipper's Tavern. Everybody really enjoyed that as well, I believe. So.
How much of a flip? Because you cooked at Flippers. For those of y'all that
Yes.
didn't know, how much of that did you bring with you? Your knowledge of cuisine and cooking, did you bring over?
I'm not utilizing a lot of it because I am sticking to a lot of that. Just barbecue
my
and
bad.
stuff.
Were you already
But,
cooking
no,
before
it's-
you started Flips, and then you just
yes.
Okay.
So, but you know what? I was all over the place. I was, you know, pizza places, breakfast places, some dinner places, and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of information I kind of gathered from there. But it was really what I learned from all those places was how to work fast and how to work efficient, and I guess cleanliness and stuff like that. So, really basic items that every cook should know. You know.
Could you say you learned how to deal with drunk people
Yeah, so IHOP was really
or
fun.
difficult people?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, Casa Ole was really fun. I had to walk out of Casa Ole. You know, they wanted to serve people, you know, 20 margaritas in an hour, you know, and you're like, all right, I can't do this anymore, or else I'm going to have to call TABC on your ass.
Yeah. That's a lot. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. But you know what? They would actually hook those margaritas up too, so that was pretty funny. But Flippers though, I do want to say like I learned a lot about like how to actually put together items correctly. You know, make it the freshest, you know, available and stuff like that. So A lot of everybody over there was really smart, really wise about how they would go about making recipes or something like that, and they would try and stay on it too. So that you do it once a month, you get into the groove of like actually being like, all right, this might be fun and creative. I actually learned a lot over there about just using what we had, instead of going out and trying new things. So what I've been doing with Farm to Fork, if I run out of something, I'll change the menu real quick and just put something
like right
else
on
there, right on the spot. Yeah,
nice.
I'll just look in the fridge and be like, here's what I got. This actually, man, this sounds delicious. So yeah, it's been pretty
resourceful,
fun.
huh?
Yeah, I've been trying to be resourceful. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's been a fun aspect. But.
See, how do y'all go about like? Is that what kind of what tailors your hours? You know what I mean? Like, is it till y'all are done? Till y'all are sold out?
So the law is 4 hours at a location.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've been pretty surprised that we have been selling out within 4 hours, but we don't buy too much. I don't know about too much, but we don't really buy like too many things that we can't even fit in the truck,
Oh
so
yeah, I didn't think about
as
like
much
space.
stuff as we can kind of fit in there.
Yeah.
We'll sell out of that probably in about 4 hours. So I do notice like sometimes people are kind of distraught, oh, y'all sold out of this, in 2 hours or something. Well, we have 2 fridges, and we can hold this amount of pork, 20 pounds or something like that. So if I sell out of 20 pounds of pork in 2 hours, then I gotta switch it up to chicken. I gotta do some other things. So that's been pretty interesting. Trying to make sure everybody gets fed, everybody gets what they want, out of this. So going back and prepping halfway through is not an option. You want to make sure you have everything done ahead of time. And that's been pretty interesting as well. But, just being able to go out there and either clean up or prep everything that I need, it's been pretty fun, just during the day, when I'm not doing anything. So
Where y'all located at?
what's that?
My bad. That came out quick. Where y'all located at? My bad.
Okay, so yeah, we have our truck parked off of Indiana. It's on the south side, but we will usually park at Thornhill Pharmacy off of 82nd in Milwaukee. It's right past Milwaukee, actually, on the west side of that. We'll park over there and pop up for lunch. I've been trying to get into some dinner ideas. Going out to downtown and stuff would be fun, but with everything going on right now, it's kind of not an option. So a lot of these food trucks are doing lunch.
Would you ever, like when things are normal, try First Friday?
Oh yeah. In fact, I'm gonna have to. I'm getting enough like experience right now for First Friday because I really need to make something nice for those guys because everybody seems like they probably want something different when they go to First Friday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
First day of the month or first Friday of the month, like once a month, if you had something completely different every time you went there, it'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and you don't really get burned out.
Yeah.
You can fucking eat there 6 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just thinking about that. Like,
I think it's pretty interesting. Like I've noticed a lot of customers ordering, at least each item off the menu, because I do try and have 3 completely different items or something like that. So I really want to thank everybody for that. That's been really interesting.
I wish I was like that, but if I find something I love, boy, I like every place I eat, I was like, I'm gonna be honest. I could just tell you the order.
I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to start asking for the cook. Who cooked this last time?
Yeah.
No. I used to eat the chicken tacos at Taco Villa all the time, and then I went there the other day and like, oh my gosh, so much salt.
Dude, I got burned out at Taco Villa because we eat there every day. Because my boss.
Oh, they're churning money. They're churning.
He doesn't. He's worse than me. He fucking picky eater more. I'm not a picky eater, but he fucking.
Oh yeah.
He won't eat this, that, and that. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So we eat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Literally the past like 2 months, Taco Villa, and then Thursday Subway.
Oh yeah.
So I'm burned out at Taco View.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I never really get burned out at Subway, but
Oh no, not Subway. I will say I made the mistake of eating a meatball marinara sandwich last week, and I had to shit. Like 10 minutes into going back to work. I was like, yep. Horrible mistake.
Throw some spinach on that bad boy.
I was fucked, dude. I was like, oh.
All right.
I just knew it as soon as I binned it. I was like, yep.
I did tell my dad the other day, like, usually when I go out to eat like that, I order 2 items, and everybody hates me for it. They're like, you're so damn skinny. Like, I'm trying to fatten up, I promise you. I'll order like 2 meals or something like that, and eat, I'll eat 6 meals a day or something like that. So I've really been trying to bulk up or something.
Trying to put on the weight, eh?
Trying to put on the weight. I sat outside for a little while to try and get a tan, like, oh my gosh, that heat is pretty insane. So
Dog is brutal.
it's a good time to get a tan, everybody, It's never too late. It's never too late.
Yeah, my bad. I got off. So when you locate somewhere, how do you get permission, and how's that like to where you go?
So,
or is there zoning law? What's the deal with that?
So we went to Shallow Water and did that garage sale day, and we parked at the high school, and we went to the city hall to get a permit. It's like $2, something like that. So it was pretty cool.
I didn't know that either. Cool.
They gave us some cards. They gave us a couple of cards to a couple of businesses around town. We got in with the pharmacy, and we're trying to get in with the beer store also, probably later. Because, beer and food, why not? But we got in with the pharmacy, and we ended up talking to the owner. He's like, hey, we got a whole shopping center over here in Lubbock. Y'all just come over here. It's right down the street from us. So I was like, all right, we need to just maybe do this. So, like, it's kind of been like a, step-by-step process on getting certain deals. Ransom Canyon's been nice enough to have us out once a month as well, so that's been pretty fun. We'll be on the island at Ransom Canyon on Thursday, actually.
This Thursday?
Yes, sir.
The 10th?
I think it's the 9th. Yeah, it might be
one of those
10th.
days. I don't know. Sorry,
today.
because probably when this video comes out. So today's Monday, the 7th.
Okay. Man, I hope I have my
4th,
days right
5th,
then.
6th. My bad. No, I don't know.
6.
Today's the 6th.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9th.
My fault.
Thursday the 9th, we'll be
This
at
video
Ransom
will be
Canyon.
out, and he'll be at Ransom Canyon. So go check him out.
And yeah. Hopefully, I need I'm gonna be changing up the menu again this week as well. But mainly we've been doing pulled pork sandwiches with some coleslaw and onion rings on top.
Damn, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Chicken bacon Swiss with avocado sandwiches, fried chicken. I've been double battering those with some pretty awesome flour and stuff with Asiago and Parmesan. So that's been really fun. And then we've also been doing fish tacos, but I don't know if I want to do fish tacos this week. I might try something else.
By the
with
lake,
fish.
you don't want to do fish tacos?
Oh, I might do something fish.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do some fried fish.
Go catch you a few and
Yeah, I know, right?
cook them up.
I know, right? It's a very really beautiful lake. It's a really beautiful neighborhood. Everybody's really cool over there. So it's been really nice. I've been having Tyler Hardy out to play some music with us. So he'll be off to the side, just making sure everybody's comfortable if they're standing in line or anything like that. Since I started this, though, I want to say, also I've really sped up my process. I had people waiting a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe more, for items,
okay,
when
waiting
I
on their
first
food.
started. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so messy. But now it's become like a well-oiled machine.
How nervous were you that first?
I was pretty nervous.
That first customer?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. In fact, we did start out pretty slow. We parked right out front of where we're stationed at, and we just kind of ran off the neighborhood. And we did have a lot of luck. I had this one guy. Oh my gosh, this guy Lonnie. He would show up every day to our food truck, and he's a cotton farmer. But he was a super sweet guy, super nice. He'd tell me whether the food was good or bad, and he never actually said it was bad. So I was like, all right, keep your secrets. But but I really appreciate a lot of these customers that allowed me to trial trial run a lot of this, and I tried to cut them as many deals as I could, whenever I was just starting out. Of course, I knew how to, cook everything to temperature, make sure nobody got sick or anything. That was the easy part. The hard part was just making sure everybody did enjoy what they got. So, but it's been fun because I get to try new things, and it seems like everybody just comes back with a smile on their face. So it's been really fun. But
I almost see food as like music. You
for sure.
You take it in and it changes you.
Yeah.
Well,
it
for the
changes
better
your
most of
mood.
the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the.
Yeah,
or if it's shitty music or shitty food, you're like,
yeah.
it's a bad day. You're like, man,
Right.
fuck.
I'm gonna go take a poop.
You're gonna be like me,
Time.
having to shit. Yeah,
Damn,
but
meatball marinara of who's the meatball marinara of music right now? Actually,
I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble, so I ain't gonna say no names.
okay, fair enough.
I don't want people mad at me.
Fair enough.
There's like food. They take it seriously.
Are
man.
you still jamming?
I'm playing around, man.
Playing
I'm just like I've been thinking like the live aspect is done, so just
Yeah.
improving my shit, and
There you go.
so whenever it does come out, I'm coming out hot.
I mean, you have this equipment, so I would
Yeah, man, that's
always-
actually
always suggest.
that's for music, but I've
Awesome,
been using it
yeah.
for this.
yeah,
So
that's really clean
yeah,
too.
so
It's powered and everything.
yeah, so I've been using
Well,
it for this. Yeah. What about you? You've been fucking.
I've still got my drum set set up, man. In my living room, I'll just jam on it every once in a while. I'll have some friends over every once in a while. We'll get drunk and play at 12 at night.
You still live in the same place? Did I go to your house that one night? You know what I'm talking about with Presley?
Maybe.
I can't remember. It's like
Did we
a
have
deep front yard to your house.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah. So I did have a show there. That's my old place off 21st Street. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we had a pretty banging show there. It was really small though, but actually, this is the place I'm living at is Presley's old place, I guess. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But she had a show in her backyard.
With that big ass backyard.
Yeah. She
Okay.
had a big backyard. And
So that's where you're at now?
I have that house now, and I was gonna say I love that backyard because my dog can just run around as much as he needs. But it's also been a weird deal with that as well. Making sure I'm on top of things. With that and the food truck. Make sure I'm taking care of my dog and the food truck and stuff like that. So that's always fun. I feel like the food truck though, like I really wanted to work, 7 days a week on that thing, wanted to bust ass. So we're going to get there with as soon as maybe they alleviate some of this COVID stuff from businesses. Yeah, fingers crossed. But, I'm really hopeful, I guess. But food trucks actually, I think every food truck here in Lubbock has probably been doing pretty well because they're able to kind of move around and go to where the people are, and everybody's been really good about, keeping their space, while they're standing in line or wearing masks. So it's been good.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this when we were recording, but this just showed our ugly side a little bit of us being kind of just don't give a fuck and being nasty. But I feel like I think food trucks will do good because it's like open. It's open. You're not inside, and you can kind of get away from people and fresh air and shit.
Exactly.
But then I was thinking like, how is that gonna transition into like the winter?
Yeah. So winter's really tough. In fact, I was told when we got this thing, save my money. Make sure I'm set. It's pretty much the same with landscaping. You want to
shit slows down.
Yeah, shit slows down. You want to make sure you're set up for the winter. So that is pretty tough. I'm all for maybe grabbing a job in the wintertime, and even, getting better with barbecuing and stuff like that. Maybe
sell some hot chocolate. Corn on the cob.
Oh yeah.
You ever been out to the corn maze like them? Like just fucking
yeah.
sell warm shit like that. I don't know. Fucking...
Oh yeah, and I love seasonal stuff. And honestly, it's hot in there already, so I wouldn't mind, still working.
Or you'll
the
have your
food truck.
delivery by then.
Right.
Deliver people.
There's a lot of weddings coming up, and they need catering. So I'm already.
I didn't even think
booked
about
for
that.
October
You're probably looking at a good. I don't know when, but you're probably looking at a good season when everybody is celebrating fucking like COVID freeness. You know what I mean?
COVID free
Christmas, weddings, birthdays, parties.
Definitely.
Well, you just probably have to hold on till then, but it's probably going to happen.
I'm going to go ahead and say right now, like, if anybody needs some Thanksgiving food, like, hit me up now so I can go ahead
Here you guys go.
Get that going, because that's going to be a lot of
turkey legs.
There's going to be a lot of turkey.
I fucking love turkey legs.
Oh, me too, man. Me too.
Potato skins. Have you ever had those from the fair?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, and that was like the only reason I'd go to the fair, is just to get the food.
Yeah.
But it would really suck because they're like, all right, you got to pay for parking, you got to pay for a ticket, and then you got to pay for the food.
Yeah.
So you're like, $60 in.
Yeah, you're fucked.
By the time you get a turkey leg.
You want another beer? I got one more.
Sure, man.
That's Bud Light if you don't mind.
Not at all. I like beer.
I'll give you these two.
I like beer.
Or water if you like water. Actually, I'm gonna go pee.
But I will say thanks for having me on, though.
Yeah.
Gaming podcast.
Dude, those are pretty big.
Yeah.
It's like a big thing to get into.
Yeah. I really feel like some people, man, they just want to watch shooters and all that action and stuff like that. He likes to play Pokemon and stuff, so I don't really like to watch Pokemon, but
yeah, it doesn't seem to.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But yeah, I like it. I used to actually be on it with him, and we'd play Super Nintendo games and stuff.
Yeah, man. I think I don't know what the key to success for gaming is. I don't know that world at all.
Me neither. I mean,
maybe good.
I always thought I was pretty good at video games, so that I feel like that's pretty cool. Like burn through them real quick,
I used to think I was all right until like I had some friends who were just, we spend our time differently. Everybody does. Their free time was gaming, so they were like, I guess I noticed when I watched them play there was levels to it, like everything I guess, but they were pretty damn good. But then there was everybody that was a step above them.
Tier.
It's like fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Can I have one of them cigarettes?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Thanks.
That's pretty. Yeah, I was always pretty good at video games, but like I really just tried to give them up as soon as I started playing drums. I was like,
Yeah. That's why I don't play them. Waste my time.
Yeah, it just seems like a,
But I want the PS5.
Depression kind of like, huh?
What'd you say? My bad.
Kind of brings me into a depression a little bit.
Oh,
Sometimes.
okay. What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just like, you're working so hard at something, and then once you beat the game or something, you're like, all right, that's it.
Oh,
It's kind of like finishing a whole season of a series or something.
Okay, that I do know where you're like, what the?
All right, fuck, what do I do now? But
Yeah, that
buy another video game.
that feeling is like, that's where I'm at right now. I don't know what to watch, but I'm like, I finished Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, that's the
recently,
shit.
And I was like, literally, like as soon as it ended, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna start it over because I don't do that.
Right.
But
Well, they have Korra.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that.
Oh, it's so cool.
Is it?
Though. It's very cool.
I heard bad things. Maybe I should try
I
it.
heard bad things. It's like better. I don't know. I want to say it's probably about the same.
It needs to go on Netflix. So,
It is on Netflix,
Is it?
isn't it? I
Avatar is. I don't know if
Is? Oh, okay.
The Legend of Korra is.
It has to be, man.
Because they're doing a live action
Really?
Avatar.
I mean, they did the movie and it sucked ass.
But this is like hopefully a way better version.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They get the same kid to play that. I wouldn't be for it. No. I don't know. I like that kind of stuff.
I'd be depressed, like for real.
I like a lot of karate stuff. Ip Man was really cool. Whatever. IP Man. You don't know what that is?
No, Jose.
Oh my gosh. What about?
Don't make me look stupid.
Ong-bak?
Don't make me look stupid right now.
Ong-bak? Or The Protector? Oh my
I'm
gosh,
sure
great
is this,
movies.
are these live action?
Yes. Yeah, Muay Thai and Ip Man is Wing Chun. Ip Man was Bruce Lee's mentor. He was his teacher. Yeah.
I do want to get into
Yeah.
some sort of martial arts for real.
For
That'd
sure,
be pretty
man.
fun.
Yeah, I noticed you got some weights here and stuff.
Yeah, sir. I'm trying to get in it.
Yeah, you invite me over just to do that, man.
If you want,
That seems like a good idea.
we can get ripped. Fuck.
It's summertime, baby.
No, we
Gotta
can
get ripped, man.
We can, like you said, you can be lifting those propane tanks pretty easily after.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
That'll make carrying those propane tanks a little easier. Yeah, those things are about 120 pounds, or probably about 75, honestly.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, it is. I won't lie. They're probably about
Do you
75 pounds.
you ever, because I watch a lot of DIYs about building mini homes, and I've seen them where they build it on a trailer.
Hell
And
yeah.
have you ever thought about like solar panels?
You know, I didn't think about solar panels. No.
No.
That sounds like an amazing idea.
That's how they all get their electricity.
Yeah.
Because of the solar panel.
That's an amazing idea.
Just put 'em on the
I
roof.
did want to do like a speaker system. So, I mean, even the solar panels would help out with
Yeah.
me putting more electronics on the
I don't know the whole game, but it seems pretty legit. Like, cause imagine if you had solar panels, it'd be a little quieter.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, it doesn't. You get used to it. It doesn't. I mean, it's like not a deterrent or
Well, this
anything.
generator's pretty cool. It's in
The one you have?
It's in the cab or in the head of the trailer there, and it's a silent generator.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
it's running like pretty low.
No, I just.
But yeah, you're right. I could still hear it. You know.
Oh, yeah, I just
a
thought
little
maybe
bit, but-
you were thinking about. I don't know,
But
because I
no,
wanted to know
solar
about it.
panels is a fantastic idea.
I wanted to
man.
know about it if you were into it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'd love, dude. I kind of want like a lot of stuff on this truck. You know, I want like some speakers, like I said. It'd be kind of cool to have a whole TV on the whole side of the truck.
That'd be badass.
Just let some people watch some sports. Oh,
Kinda
let
like
sports
Flips?
come back. Oh,
Like
yeah.
we know when you can watch it at the bar. At the bar.
Exactly, man.
My bad.
No, you're good. So with TABC and stuff, I really want to get into that, but I would love to sell alcohol, but they're not allowing that, you know, with food trucks, obviously.
I was about to say I've never.
But
ran
holy
into-
crap, wouldn't that be something, you know, to maybe even have a delivery service through the food truck for alcohol or something? That'd be kind of crazy.
Maybe you could be the first.
But I think you can donate. I think, or what is it? You can gift alcohol, you know, to people. I think there's a loophole.
I've
There's
seen
gotta
that.
be-
I didn't know if that was a real thing.
There's
or
gotta
not.
be a loophole somewhere in there, right? I don't
Or
know.
maybe you could be like,
Just bring a keg.
because I know the owner of Picantes. You've been to Picantes.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Hey, just bring your beer. It's BYOB." Maybe you could just be like, "Bring
Right.
BYOB."
YOB it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I do like catering, because I'm able to cater for events that are like, all right, we're already doing our thing, you know. So I just drop off some food, make sure everybody's happy, clean up after myself, and then, you know, they can get drunk and do whatever they want.
Do you
Eat
ever?
all the food.
How does like Do you have like a health inspector come? I don't know. Just
Yeah.
wondering.
Yeah. So when we started out, we had to get that kitchen. So we have a kitchen downtown that we rarely use. But I have to cook, you know, pulled pork, and have to make dough and all this stuff. But this woman who's running the kitchen, she had a food inspector come by, or a health inspector come by, and make sure we were permitted, check out the truck, make sure everything was good, and then also ask me like what I'm serving. So I had to go through like all these different steps in order to make sure my menu was legitimate according to the categories that he would file for our food truck. So it's really something like kind of tricky, because you want to make sure you're not in a category too high to where you're running the risk of contaminating other foods with certain foods. So one of the things I thought was kind of wild was you really can't like have pinto beans that aren't canned already or something like that. You can't buy the bagged pinto beans and cook those and you use those. You can, but it takes up an amount of categories to where you're basically running the risk of contaminating other foods with your beans.
Damn.
Or something. So it's pretty wild, man.
That is wild.
Because I would never think, like just some pinto beans would be a problem, But you have to buy a lot of canned foods. You have to kind of work around the system a little bit. But they've got their reasons. So.
Yeah. Does that kind of limit your freshness almost a little?
A little bit. Actually, I do want to say that freshness through some of these providers here in town and stuff like that. It's way better than buying anything at the store. You can pretty much do a lot of things through organic gardening and stuff like that you wouldn't be able to do if you just bought that stuff at the store, or something like that. But it is good to use that food immediately, so that's pretty interesting too. That's why I like to change the menu up, like I said, and bring in some items that I had in the fridge already. So I'm like, all right, I got to use this stuff up, So I really don't like to throw anything away, but you got to sometimes. You can't just serve bad stuff, and you can't.
Yeah.
And you can't hold on to stuff for too long, or yeah, it just.
Is there like a regulation about throwing things away?
Yeah, there is. It's kind of different for a lot of different items. But usually, like, a lot of restaurants just go by a 3-day or a 7-day rule on certain items. So a lot of meats and stuff like that, you really don't want to hold for more than 2 days, 3 days at tops, at the most. Fish, I don't like to hold that over a day, supposedly you can, but I don't, I try not to, so yeah.
You love.
But like there's a lot of items that you just have to use your own common sense about, like vegetables and stuff, you can even freeze a lot of that stuff. So there's some ways to make sure you're taking care of your items and stuff like that, but it's pretty interesting. But it's also like might as well just throw it away, and start over, because you want to make sure your customers are eating the best food, and Farm to Fork already has a reputation of selling like really amazing food, so there's no reason for me to have a shortcoming there.
Yeah.
So I really just try and throw anything away that needs to be thrown away. But
I just want to say sorry. I didn't even think about it. I think this is the first time I had this problem with the fucking bugs and the lights.
Yeah.
And the lights. So if you see things flying around, it's because we have the garage open, and then these two bright lights, and there's a bright light up there.
Just making sure they're not in my beer.
Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I just noticed they're flying around, these fucking lights. I didn't even think about it. That's one thing.
It's all good.
Hopefully sooner than later I can get out of here and get my own place, like an office.
An office.
Or a studio or something.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Hit me up. I got an extra room, man. What do you need? Yeah, dude. I got a back garage and everything too. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'd be going from one hot garage to another hot garage.
That's very true.
I'm trying to go to an AC place. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you'll be doing your anniversary show, and you'll be like, all right, finally it's cooling down a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, what's worse, a hot ass garage or a freezing garage?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
So,
maybe your batteries will last longer on your camera and stuff,
Well, I just thought about this too. Maybe you could turn it, because I can't turn up this fan because it gets loud. Imagine if I can turn up a heater, it won't be loud.
Yeah.
Just thought about that. But fuck that. I don't want to be. I'm not going to be here at that time. I'll be somewhere else, hopefully. So go like and subscribe.
Yes.
So I can get some money, please.
Yes, go like and subscribe. This is the Snake Pit.
Yes, it is. Go follow him on.
That's awesome.
Go follow
Rattlesnake Roy with Rattlesnake Roy. Awesome.
Shout out to Matt. He made this shirt. First time I got to wear it.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the setup though. It's really cool.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Is this what you expected?
Who was one of your the funnest members you had on? What would you say?
Do you know Chase? What the fuck is his name?
Chase Defer.
Chase. He's
I know it. Some chases.
he's got tattoos on his head. He's kind of bald.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
He's been fun.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's
a repeat.
No, he was. I had him like 2 episodes ago.
Oh, okay.
I did one
That's
with
awesome.
Who was the fuck? I don't know. It's been so long. I'm just thinking back, because I was doing a lot of these with my friends repeatedly.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, and I didn't want to have like new people.
Right.
But then I noticed like people are starting to like me doing new people, so I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm not repeating them.
It's okay to repeat, but yeah.
Every now and then. I was repeating them like every episode.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like every month or 2.
Yeah, that's where the gaming podcast that I was doing before, like, I felt like maybe we're getting a little saturated with my comments or something like that. Or
I felt like that too.
Yeah.
Because I'd have the same guy, and we'd get drunk as shit, and I'd just ask the same questions. Like I know that got boring. You could tell by the views. I was like, I gotta switch it up.
That happens definitely. No, you gotta tell me like some things about like I guess what you've been doing though the past couple months, because I haven't seen you since probably
It's been
Flippers
a while.
in January or some shit maybe.
I think we went to Flips when they just opened back up, like maybe in May. Were you there?
I don't think so.
So then it was back in January.
Yeah, because I kept going. I kept going for to-go orders and stuff like that. Yeah.
No.
I tried to hang out over there one time, but I was like, you know what? Everybody's so spread out and stuff. It just seemed like everybody was scared of each other. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna be one less head in here and make sure somebody else can come in and grab a drink or something. Cause I don't know, bars and stuff have been kind of weird for me lately. Like I used to love going to the bar, like fucking love it.
Yeah.
And now I go in there and I'm like, all right, I gotta go
they
sit by myself in the corner over here.
When they reopened by like early May, I was going to the bars again. It was fun.
Yeah.
So shit was back to normal, and then literally I'd say like maybe 4 weeks in, 3 weeks in, everybody that was there, I kind of got foresight of it. And I was like, I'm gonna chill. And then like a few weeks after, all those people that I knew got COVID.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so because and all the people I seen, this was like last month, 2 months ago.
I'll go grab my mask out of my truck.
Nah, and I wiped all that shit down. We're good.
Yeah.
We've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been kind of worrying me too. Just the fact that I don't know anybody who has COVID, so I'm actually like more scared that like I'm gonna meet somebody new or something like that. It's gonna be like,
Yeah, I've known a few friends, but I haven't seen them in 4 or 5 weeks. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been kind of scary. I don't know, but going to the bars like Schooners and stuff. I used to. I went when they opened back up, and I played some pool. Had a good time. But honestly, I was just like, still kind of worried about like, everybody's still having to stay so far apart and stuff like that, and nobody wants to talk to each other and stuff, so it gave me anxiety. I was like, all right, guys.
I literally watched that unfold because like I went to Woodrow's a lot.
Oh yeah.
And they were pretty hounding us about 20, because I didn't realize it. So when they did 25%, it was still 200 people.
Oh wow.
So they hold 800 almost.
Dang.
So then they went to 50%. So when they were at 25%, they were hounding us about 6 people per table, keep your distance, and then they moved to 50%, and that was literally like the last day I went.
Yeah.
And they would it was 400 people.
Just packed in there.
It was like,
almost.
I couldn't tell the difference because I had been there before, prior to all this shit, whenever it was 1 in, 1 out. So I'm guessing it was 800 people there, close.
Yeah.
So it looked all the same, and then they ended up getting shut down and shit. So I'm like,
The fire
So
marshal
kinda-
just gave them like the largest
Well,
number.
you didn't know that they like which I can understand is they weren't compliant with
Yeah.
whatever rules, so they lost their liquor license for 30 days,
Oh yeah.
and then they closed down the bars again. So yeah,
Huh. Yeah.
so I
Yeah,
watched it on.
It's just been a kick in the nuts for a lot of restaurants,
Yeah.
man. Like, you know, that it really sucks they lost their liquor license. You know, they're losing out on a shitload of money right now, and they just opened up. Like,
Dude, I heard
last
what they
year,
were making
this year,
last year. Yeah, I think
last year.
I heard the bartenders tell me what they were making
Yeah.
just as like just to stay home.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like they were getting paid
Oh yeah.
while they weren't working, and I was like, "Fuck, you guys are getting." They were making money.
That's
So
insane.
they
man.
lost. They're losing a lot of money right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, yeah, I didn't file for unemployment. I didn't get any COVID relief. The only thing
Yeah,
we
me
got
either.
was like a loan agreement to where we can pay off some of this stuff. Like now, like it was like 3 months ahead or something like that. So we pretty much we didn't get anything really. We just got time pushed back. We got money pushed back just a little bit. So now we're really gonna have to start busting ass, you know, making some money, and we're doing all right, you know,
You doing
doing
pretty
that. But what's that?
Numbers are doing pretty well.
No, yeah, we're doing pretty well, and we're trying to do better, obviously, which is where I need to step up my game and do that. But I was gonna say it's been pretty good with that, so no worries. But you know what, like. Even me and all these restaurants, we're on the same page. Probably we're like breaking even, or you know, doing a little bit better. But like sometimes these restaurants and stuff, especially with liquor and stuff like that, they're making twice as much as they need to make, you know, every month, you know, or something like that. I mean, Bar PM and stuff, they're losing out on a shitload of money. They probably made a shitload of money while they were open, you know, with college kids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
I
now
bet
they're just
Broadway's
zeroed out.
fucked because you know, who goes to Broadway to eat?
Yeah, yeah. I used to.
Oh really?
Yeah, I used to go to Bar PM and get their little $5
I didn't even know they had
special.
food.
They had
My
specials
bad.
and stuff.
My
for
bad.
Lunch specials, yeah.
I mean, but I would
man,
think
it was
you
so
go
good.
to.
They had the voodoo chicken sandwich.
I would think their main breadwinners
Yeah.
was colleges, you know,
Yeah.
the students and shit like that.
But I mean, and that's the thing, man. Like a lot of these places, they do serve good food. A lot of people don't go there to eat.
Yeah, obviously I didn't know. Oops.
But you know what? Go grab a beer for lunch and go eat. You know,
Chimmy's
some of
alright.
these places, Chimmy's, yeah.
Yeah, all right,
I
food.
actually haven't eaten at Chimmy's before.
They get good nachos.
I always go in there when the sun's down, so I don't know. That's pretty cool though.
I don't.
But, yeah.
I think I'm scared to go. Like
Yeah.
I can chill at a bar, but I don't really think I'm gonna go back to like Broadway or a place where
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
Well,
me
you're
neither.
touching.
Well, you know what? Like, I think the college kids kind of made it scary for everybody. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm
You guys are really
31, so like it kind of sucks. I never really, you know, like noticed until now, like how much, you know. I used to joke around and be like, all right, Bar PM's got a line out the door. You know, it's like a meningitis festival over here. You know, you got to
I
be
don't
careful.
telling
So-
what the hell was over there.
yeah. So, you know, college kids, man, like, I'm not going to blame anybody in particular, but man, y'all got some shit, dude. Y'all got to take care of yourselves, you know, like, that's why y'all get tested. That's why y'all get checked
Yeah,
out.
you really
Y'all
can't
gotta
blame
take
them.
care of yourself.
You
But
really
they
can't.
just, they travel in groups.
Yeah, I was.
you know?
That's
They're
what you
good
really
at
can't
that.
blame them, but like I think
They love each
you
other.
blame the people who opened up. But
Yeah.
like, they just let them run free. Like I said, I
Yeah,
was at
yeah.
Woody's and I
There's
seen it.
no-
Like there's not like once you were inside Woody's, it was.
Yeah.
And then the drunker you get, you're rubbing
right,
and
you're right.
you're hugging.
Fuck yeah.
You know, you're not
yeah.
worried about your washing hands after that.
You know, I heard on the BBC, it was, you got to hug each other from behind. All right. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck that. I don't even
That's
like.
the safest way.
I didn't even like hugging to begin with. That's one of those things. Like,
Oh,
don't
I know,
fucking
right?
touch
Yeah.
me, please.
Please don't. Yeah. Yeah, I had a little shindig the other night, and you know what? I just wanted to sit there by myself. Oh, no, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. I don't want to shake hands. I don't want to fist bump. I don't even want to elbow.
Wow, elbow. But I don't fucking ugly, man. I don't even like that.
Just hi. That's all I want to hear. No, I don't know. It's kind of scary though. I don't know. I don't know if I'm overreacting. I don't know if anybody's overreacting. You know, who's to say?
You don't
it's
know.
That's the weird part too. Who's to say who's overreacting right now? You know, any side.
You hear
could
too
be
much
right.
like this and that and that
Yeah,
and this. I
yeah.
don't know.
There's way too much of it too. It's very divisive. So, like all this that's going on right now is pretty interesting, because we are getting shit done. I think as people around the world, you know, everybody's kind of getting shit done right now, but they're not seeing the growth. You know, they're not being told. The government's not being transparent. You know, and people don't want other people to know certain things. You know, everybody's kind of fighting each other instead of, you know, helping to fight, you know, injustices of transparency within, you know, a lot of these ideas going on right now. So this is a tough subject. So I don't know if we should change it, but
No, I mean, I'm with you. I think a lot of shady shit's going on right now. Definitely. And then
definitely shady.
it's always being brought up
Yeah.
somehow or another in this podcast, but
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna say I'm worried about me. You know.
There you go. Yeah.
You know,
know
I
what?
get it though. If you want to fight it and you want to bring it to light,
Right.
or you want to dedicate your time to that, that's cool. No, for real, like that's.
I agree.
There needs to be people like you, but
Yeah.
fortunately, I'm not one of them. And
Oh man,
But-
you know what? Yeah, I've been pretty lazy about like going out and helping or
Yeah.
anything like that. But man, my thoughts are out there for everybody. I want everybody to know, like, you know, I'll help if anybody asks. I'll help cook them some food and whatever. If anybody needs food, if anybody needs anything, man, I'm always here. But you know what? That's what I think everybody feels. But you know, nobody ever really
Who's
reaches
doing
out
it?
for help or yeah. It's kind of like it's a scary deal because everybody, you know, they keep it all inside. You know, they keep a lot of hate and pain inside. So
yeah, I think that's what
everybody
this
can always reach out.
this brought up a lot of people's whatever it was. You got to see what people had inside, whether it was hate or
Yeah.
pain or love, suffering. It all came out. It all came out, and it's all coming out.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I try to be understanding and like, you know,
Yeah,
I can't blame you for your actions right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But we
Yeah.
can all be better, I think.
I think so. And man, and yeah, that was like a good initial thought that I think even Justin had. I had my little brother Justin and stuff. You know, we could all be better. You know.
Yeah,
Try.
I heard a saying, and I'm gonna keep saying it. It's it is a play on what Trump said. I'll give you that, but I think it
Oh.
makes sense. It's let's make America better than it was yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
yeah, I think
Well, yeah. I mean, even right now, yeah.
I
It's
think we
like-
can all get behind that. Whatever side,
Definitely.
whatever you believe you are, is like you want to be better. Let's make America better than it was yesterday, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I think everybody's working for that. I just really, man, I try and push, you know, love and truth on everybody. You know, try and let everybody, your brother, know, you know, you love them or something like that, and that could be anybody. you know?
I
And
think
it
that's true.
sucks that's like the only thing that we have to do in order to make like some peace around here. And it's been a thing for, you know,
Yeah, man,
since
forever.
the 60s, 50s, maybe even.
I said that in this one solo podcast I did. Is like, you don't know what people are going through right now, and we're all hit differently. You know, and like you said,
very
like
true.
if you could tell your friend you love them, tell them. If you want to tell them hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
I think that's very important right
Yeah.
now. And you know, I
It's
talk
so
a lot of shit on social media, and I like
Yeah.
I'm a little bit antagonistic. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shit sometimes. But I'm
Me
for real.
too.
Like I'm for real. Like
I think everybody is.
you know, I'm not. Yeah, right now, but I'm not like a activist. And but I do have a little bit of platform. You know, I acknowledge that,
Yeah.
and I do think we should be, if anything, just be cool, man. Don't
Be cool,
don't be
man.
negative. Don't be negative.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up if you have nothing nice to say.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
You know? Yeah.
that goes a long way.
it sucks when you have to kind of be motherly about it like that. Like, you have to kind of tell people something simple, in order for them to get it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's a lot of people out there, and, man, they have families. They have, like, all this stuff going on in their lives that's responsible and caring. And then they go online and act like total shits or something, like it's still high school and stuff. So everybody needs to really just, like, calm down on Facebook. And all these social platforms and stuff, like social platforms weren't around, in the 60s and the 70s, when there was a lot of other things going on, and they were shouting at each other and killing each other and beating each other all day long, and it's getting there on Facebook to where people are beating each other up on Facebook or whatever, and then that person's going and beating themselves up at home about it, so it's really scary.
Yeah, I used to be like
negativity really goes a long way.
Yeah, I used
no matter
to.
What.
Yeah, I used to be like, what the fuck, so cyberbullying, turn it off. But then I kind of took a step back and I'm like, especially now, like again, like you said, like you can be thick, you can have thick skin and shit, but those negative comments, they can affect you.
Yeah.
You don't know how it affects everybody, and then it's also like. My also point is, like, why would you be negative? Like, what's the point? You really want to live a life like that?
Well, and
you know
and that
I mean?
kind of appeal, that affects our heroes, too. Like, there's a lot of people out there who love a certain musician or something like that. Well, guess what? That musician probably has a lot of people who talk shit about him, too, to his face or even online or something like that. And just because you love him or whatever, and you're like, him or her, and you're like, man, this is the best music ever, and this is all cool. That person could still have like a really weak kind of perspective on how they're doing and how they're presenting themselves towards everybody because of one person, being negative. And I don't want to say, that's like a weak mentality or anything like that. It's really not, because it's...
No, that's how I used to think. Like, that's weak.
Yeah.
Being stronger, but it's like, that one comment, you might brush it off, and then the next day, you might brush one comment, and then I think it just adds up.
It does.
And then you add on this pandemic, you add on low, economic shit's fucked right now, and you add up.
Yeah.
And it's like now's like not the time to be a dick.
Yeah.
Not be a shit, man.
You're right.
It really isn't.
It really isn't.
And like I said,
people are getting in trouble for it too.
I think maybe they should.
Yeah.
Because like I used to think, Twitter and Instagram was like, we used to laugh at it. I still do laugh at it. Not gonna lie to y'all, but it used to be like a joke. But then I'm like,
I do too. Let's take a step back, man.
Let's all take a step back and be like, what? Let's support the Black Lives Matter. Let's support. Like, even if you don't agree with it, I think you, like, again, shut the fuck up if you don't agree.
Yeah.
Or let's, what is it to you? What is it to you to say, good job, or hey, I support you?
Exactly.
Just to put that out there. That's like 2 seconds, and you put it out there for trans or. Yeah. And I used to think, like, you know what, man, I'll just be quiet. But now I'm like, they need to hear it. And I need to hear it. You need to hear it. You know? We need to hear it.
And I think we need to all get back more into community ideas of things. Talk to your neighbors.
I've been thinking
to your
about
friends.
that.
And thank you for reaching out. You reached out to me, man, and just hit me up randomly and was like, hey, let's hang out. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So that's something, man. Like, and that's community. That's here.
I'm trying to be.
When you're looking at something that's 1,200 miles away and it's not affecting you directly and you're pissed about it, then you're going to make a wake in your community, and it's not going to be a good wake, man. And so we really have to be careful about, like, what we think about. And we need to start from the community and spread out, like, with positivity. So, and I don't know how hippie-ish that sounds or whatever, but, man, it is.
I was about to say, it might sound corny and it might sound...
Yeah,
like a little whatever, but that positivity goes a long way.
It does.
There's not a time more than now that people need it. I think.
Agree.
With anything, I like to be funny. Like I said, I like to be funny and talk shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's another thing, man. Like, I love being funny. I'd love to do stand up and stuff like that. I mean, it's not a thing anymore, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
COVID and stuff. But man, just being out there and like making people laugh or something is pretty much a game changer with a lot of minds. You know, you can kind of make somebody's night just by saying one thing.
That's what I said earlier, like the food and shit, man.
Yeah.
You make people's feel happy. You don't.
Art is big right now. Art is big. Comedy, art, food, music. It's big right now.
I think it is. And it all sounds hippie, like you said. Or whatever. I don't care.
But we need that stuff, man.
Yeah,
we need more. We need more music. You know.
More love.
More love.
Let's just be real. We need more love.
I think everybody here, like the group we run around with, you know, or used to, you know, back in the day.
I still fuck with them. I like them.
Fuck yeah. I was gonna say, like, we were always going to shows and making sure everybody was like,
yeah, it's always
fuck yeah, we're there. You know.
And the community, like I said, I COVID kind of took away from the community, but I think we're bouncing back.
Yeah. Everybody's sticking together though. Everybody's
being strong, hopefully.
Yeah, reassuring each other, making sure they know they're still kicking, you know.
Still thinking about you guys.
Still thinking about you guys, man. You know, we got friends all over the world now. They've been traveling and stuff. You got Kayaki in Georgia. We got a lot of friends in Seattle that have come through.
I didn't know Kayaki was in Georgia.
Yeah, he's in Savannah, Georgia. So that's really interesting. He's still making music too. So just check out Kayaki
There you go.
V. Howell's music.
Yeah, good old Dylan Davis has his family.
Yeah.
Shout out to his baby.
Shout out to baby mama.
Here, you can put those in here.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. Well, I usually keep it around this time, so.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me on, man.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
If you want to shake my hand, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I
cool.
just put.
You just put some sanitizer
yes, I
on.
did. So
I need some of that too. It's
there you
hemp.
go. It
It's
is
the good shit.
It's the great shit right there.
Yeah.
Episode 55, ladies and gentlemen.
55.
SnakePillRattlesnakeRoy.com, at RattlesnakeRoy on all your social media. If you want to plug your social media, your food truck social media, now's your time, sir.
Farm to Fork of Lubbock on Facebook. Farm to Fork LBK on Instagram. Please check us out. I'll have a website up soon, I'm sure. Check me out. Just message me as well, 806-402-1084. I'll give you a catering menu. Let me know. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey man, thanks. I really appreciate this.
Thank you so much for listening and appreciate you, Roy. Hell yeah.
We'll see y'all next time.
Later.
Sweet.
At the Snake Pit.